so we've got a fun review today as we're finally discussing Season 2 of Loki. Now, I've been very excited for Season 2 of Loki. Amongst all the various different Marvel Disney Plus shows, the first season of Loki probably is one of my favorites. And since it had been a while since I watched Season 1, I did just recently rewatch it because now the season is actually on physical media, which is just mind-blowing to think. But with that cliffhanger ending of Season 1, I was stoked to see where we would go with the Season 2 story. Now, all of my thoughts are based around the first 4 episodes of Season 2. Those are the ones that were provided to us early as screeners. Even still, through 4 episodes, it's impressive the direction they've taken crafting this thrilling sci-fi adventure, doubling down on the ingredients that we love from Season 1, and elevating the MCU as a whole. The MCU, I feel like, does need a big win like this, just because the last couple of projects we've seen out of the MCU have been pretty mixed overall. I feel like most fans are going to be left satisfied with Season 2 of Loki. Season 2 picks up basically right where Season 1 concluded, and takes the story in some really unexpected directions. At the core, it evokes a time travel mystery where we watch Loki and Mobius have to get to the bottom of it, and it's very entertaining. Mainly due to the fact that this season embraces the even more wacky Doctor Who-esque aesthetic, but within the MCU. It's fun, it's weird, the best way I could describe a lot of what's going on in Season 2 without giving much away. Think Doctor Who mixed with a little bit of X-Files. And with where we take the story in Season 2, I would say the stakes are almost at an all-time high. Something that this show excels at so much more compared to a lot of the more recent MCU projects is the way that it tries to tackle the multiverse story. All around, this series just feels like it has a better idea on how to make the multiverse angle more exciting, though occasionally, depending on the episode, it can be a bit confusing. But there's still a lot of thrilling bits of action and suspense with every twist and turn, and also just beautiful production design all around. The production design of all the episodes that I saw was impeccable, since we are traveling through so many different areas. Now, I've always loved the cast of this show, but arguably I would say the cast overall is even better in Season 2 as they explore their characters further. By this point in time, it's obvious that Tom Hiddleston is one of the best, most consistent characters in the MCU, but he brings it to another level in Season 2 and continues to showcase why I think he's one of my favorite characters. Still continuing to find new and interesting ways to elevate the character while just oozing charisma, but also the back and forth banter with him and Owen Wilson as Mobius continues to just be hilarious. The banter, it's fantastic. It's one of the best elements to the show, is their kind of good cop, bad cop, buddy cop dynamic. And same goes for Sylvie. Sylvie continues to be another scene-stealing character. In the capacity that we do see her in the first 4 episodes, I thought she also was excellent. There are a couple of new characters to Season 2 that are worthy of shouting out. The biggest one, in my opinion, is Kiwi Kwan as Obi. I love Kiwi Kwan. I'm loving this renaissance that he's having as an actor lately between this and Everything Everywhere All at Once. This character is just amazing. Just this pure ball of energy, and steals so many sequences with his humor. Also, he is involved, and you'll be seeing him at some point in these first 4 episodes. We do have to discuss Victor Timely. Honestly, just from a performance standpoint, I do think the performance here is pretty great. This new variant of Kang that we've seen teased before in the past now gets to have a little bit more of a spotlight, and he's definitely interesting. With everything that's set up in these first 4 episodes, I'm very intrigued on where exactly we're going to be taking the character of Kang and these variants in general. So far from these first 4 episodes, outside of the central multiversal adventure, it manages to also have effective emotional beats, particularly when expanding upon most of the cast in deeper ways, and depending on the character, I think you could find those moments emotional. Well, I would say for the most part, I was having a pretty good time through 4 episodes. The show does start off fairly slow. The pacing all around just feels kind of uneven, very heavy on exposition in the first 2 episodes, and there are quite a bit of subplot. Personally, if I had to pick my favorite episodes amongst the 4, I would say that episode 2 is pretty good, and episode 4, I think those are the 2 where I feel like the story really gets going, especially in episode 4. With everything that's built up in these 4 episodes, I'm very excited on where we're going to go in episodes 5 and 6, just because it seems like we're building up some really crazy stuff for those last 2. All around, Season 2 of Loki continues to deliver an awesome, wacky sci-fi experience. Almost feels like a little bit of a return to form to MCU as far as projects go, since, like I said before, the projects in more recent times have been a little bit more mixed in terms of reception. I feel like most general audiences are going to be pretty excited for this show compared to some of the more recent MCU Disney Plus outings. Just overall, the tone and what they're trying to build up in Loki just feels fresh and unique, and almost just kind of occupies its own little sect of the MCU at this point. I mean, they are building up a lot with the multiverse in Loki, but for the most part, I feel like you could watch Loki Season 1 and Season 2 without having full spectrum knowledge of a lot of the MCU in recent recent years. But now for my thoughts on Loki Season 2, make sure you share your thoughts down below. How did you feel about the show? Once you get a chance to check it out when it debuts on Thursday with the first episode. Do you like the series? Do you not like the series? Show your thoughts down below in the comment section. It's part of the fun is having that conversation with you guys in the comment section down below. And thank you guys, as always, check out videos. I always do appreciate it. Make sure you like on the video and also subscribe to the channel to update reviews, reactions, unboxings, and more. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.